They want to know if you could share some of your road stories with Rikishi and other Samoans.
Like road stories. There's tons and tons of oh my goodness. There's tons of stories. I could tell you that I've never seen mayonnaise. They were off mayonnaise for a while, but I noticed this weekend they're back on the mayonnaise again. They're putting mayonnaise on. They had tuna fish with mayonnaise, but then they put squeezed mayonnaise on it. But I never knew that there were so many uses for mayonnaise in my life. So I literally started putting mayonnaise on my rice, my white rice.
Really?
I would put mayonnaise on my white rice. I put mayonnaise on my scrambled eggs.
What?
I put mayonnaise on everything. But what mayonnaise did for me is put weight on my ass and everything. I went up to 305 pounds on mayonnaise, like hanging out with him in LA. Well, I mean, I was drinking too. Drinking had something to do with it. Like I was drinking, but like I'm like 245, 250 now. But yeah, I was 305 pounds in LA, and I blame it mostly on the mayonnaise and bad lifestyle. But it was mostly that mayonnaise. They put, I mean, there's turkey tail, everything. But Samoans, the culture, you travel with them. Once you're in with them, your family, whatever it is, your family, you're considered family. You attend funerals, weddings, everything together. So very cultural driven, very family driven, very loyal. But if you break that circle of trust, you are alienated, and there's like a death squadron sent for you. You know how many Samoans there are. I could tell you this. So all right, here's the one, but I don't want to go into a lot of detail because I don't want anybody to go to prison. So we were in Australia, and we did a show. It was coming to the end of the loop, right? And we hadn't got paid. If you know Samoans and the coupe, their money. Samoans gonna get their money. That's if I learned anything when I was at office school and then ended up running office school, it's business. The Samoans gonna get their money. You owe them money. They're going to get their money. So it's the end of the trip, and we were supposed to fly home. I'm not sure if they changed their flight to a later flight or whatever. But what I learned is Samoans have family on every planet, continent, state. It doesn't matter where you are. There is a herd of Samoans somewhere just waiting on go. Like, they hit that bat phone, Samoan, go. Like, and they sent out a crew. Like, I don't know what they did. I do know what they did, but I don't want to say it out loud. Like, there was some holes put in a house somewhere. But by that afternoon, every last one of us got paid. And we're on that evening flight out of there. Like, so it's crazy, man. They are so gangster. It's insane. So like, if you're in their circle of trust, don't breach it. Because if you're out of it, I can't guarantee what'll happen to you, man. But I love, I OG'd in with Alpha. And then I traveled a lot with Samu and Junior Kishi. And then I was like best friends for the longest time with Reno and Hawaii, Counter California, Black Pearl. Like, and that's me and Reno actually opened the school, Knox Pro, together. And then Kishi was like a silent backer, and then he came in like a few years later and came in as a trainer there. And now he's the head trainer. Him and Reno, they run it together out there, doing very successful. So, I came home, get back in touch with my grandkids and my roots here and stuff like that. But yeah, that's Samoan culture. Like, I don't know, that's a little story, but there's so many. If you sit down, I have a glass of wine or a beer, I could tell you about 50. We'll have to do a nighttime episode one day, and then I can tell you stories.
We'll get our wine, we'll get our mayonnaise.
Yeah.
We'll
some spam musubi. Get some spam musubi. They love spam. Spam, corned beef. Oh, they love it. They'll actually put in special orders for corned beef out of like San Francisco and Union City area to bring it down. Or actually, the Tenderloin in San Francisco is where you get some great corned beef. Yeah, they like their food. They love their food. But whatever you do, if you can avoid a Samoan funeral, avoid it, because their funerals are like 4 hours, 5 hours long. Everybody speaks. They have food after. They always have food after on everything. Everything, good or bad tragedies. There's always food involved. Turkey tail, chop suey. With the chicken, I like the chicken chop suey. They have the pork chops. Oh, so good.
I feel like Rikishi would be a cool person to have on here too. You gotta reach out to him.
He would, and it probably would. What are you hinting? I gotta get to work. Is Raymond like telling you to tell me to get guests on here? Because I could feel the heat from him, because he sends these like subliminal messages all the time, and then I just don't answer him, so he gets the message back.
Message received. Message received.
No, it's not that. I just don't like to ask people to do things. I'll do stuff for people, but I just hate asking. It's how I've always been. I've always just sit back and take in whatever was given instead of asking or going out and getting it. Like, I don't like to make waves. I feel like I want to bother people. I know that I'm not a big fan of doing podcasts and stuff. Not because I'm used to talking now and everything. I just don't know when to market this time, like manage this time. Like it took a lot for me to commit to this. Like Raymond will tell you, I kept saying no, I don't want to do this, and I've turned down like title match. They wanted me to do one with Blake Chadwick. They wanted me to do one, but I just was scared of the commitment. Like somebody saying, "Hey, we're paying you to do this, so you got to do it." So like I'm realizing with CCW, I've taken a heck of commitment because they're paying me to run that school and everything, which is great, and they're great people. Nelio and Danny. I know Danny. I helped train Danny. I was wrestling for Rusty. I was already trained when Danny came along, and they've been 17 years. I think CCW's been around, and now Nelio spot into it. So, and he's a tremendous human being. He's a little younger, maybe in his mid 30s, but he's still wrestling. But the commitment, like to you accept money to do a job, even if I just verbally, no, I'm doing it out of love. At least if I'm having a bad day body wise, or I want to go to something, I'll go. But when somebody's paying me, like I will show up to the ends of the earth because I know I'm being paid. Any job, I've had very few regular jobs in my life, but I would show up an hour early and stay an hour late and give you like, if it was 8 hours, I gave you 10 hours of busted ass. It's just how I am. And so to commit to stuff like this and to do podcast, I hate asking people because I know how hard it is to manage time. For me, I'm so busy, like, and I have nothing going on, but I'm so busy. It's hard to explain.
You're very busy. Like, you got a lot going on.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Hopefully, 2022. There's a lot of surprises out there. I don't want to mention something. I don't want to jinx them, but we talked earlier, so hopefully we can reveal a lot of cool things on this show coming up.
You did talk well.
But hopefully, Gangrel's ghost stories. Hopefully that's been talked about. That's out there. Hopefully that'll be in play. And now I got to call Greg because I got to text him back about his pumpkin spice latte spray. Uh-huh. He goes, even if it isn't, just pretend it is. I'm like, so what? Exactly. I got to go steal a Starbucks cup somewhere? Because he particularly said Starbucks. So.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it is.
Should I rib him and just get a Dunkin' Donuts? And say, I got a Dunkin' Donuts pumpkin spice latte, dog.
Yeah, there you go. That's what you get. That's what you get. I don't know. But episode 15, we did